So, having concluded the ceremonies, the group is distributed a grand total of 500 gold pieces publicly in the arena within the first steps. You are brought up on stage by the individuals that have started each of these trials. Morakir, Shelley, I don't believe you got the Shambi's name. And of course...
we did.
Oh, did you?
Something Rose, yeah.
Actually,
Rose?
I don't believe it was a Rose name. I believe it was Brittlethorn.
No, it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
Was it?
And then the air trial guy who you just
Brittlethorn.
really didn't, interact with much. All the same, each of these individuals presents you a bag of 100 gold pieces for completing their trial, and the Master of Ceremonies gives an additional 100 gold pieces and a box that is held on the side. As he opens it before you, this rectangular box, inside you see there's 4 rings that rest within. They each appear to have a symbol with hands, like so, and in the center of those hands, an elemental symbol: air, earth, fire, water. There is one of each, but he holds them out to you all. It says, "You have each completed these trials, and as the victors, are entitled to these. What you see before you are rings of breach detection. They are dedicated to our gods." He points around and you see the looming figures that have not moved since the recent ending of the Plain Guardian ceremony, where you took your oaths. Well, others certainly did. Not all have. As they are looking down, the rings are put before you. There's 4 rings and 4 of you. Who takes which?
Got the fire.
All right.
Coburn would certainly attempt to go for the water unless anyone fights him.
Cassian would probably go for air, but he's not particularly picky.
Director would probably go for Earth.
Well, that works out.
And with that, you all take the rings. And the Master of Ceremony nods. The gods around you, their gargantuan forms, look on. You feel extraordinarily watched. But the Master of Ceremonies then goes on to say, "Since our victors are here on stage and there are no further since the victors are here on stage and there are no further rewards to be disseminated, it is time we prepare for your quests. The Metal Men have agreed to take on a contagion in Shambhala," and points to Brittlethorn, who steps forward beside you. It says, "I will guide you to the place where this travesty is occurring, and trust that you are capable in resolving what has occurred there. Sort of beckons you to step back. The Master of Ceremonies steps up again, and now addressing the rest of the group here, offers the same quests that you heard at the end of our last session to the larger group. Chaos in Castemia, the oddities in Area, and all of the other shards that you have at your disposal as guardians of this plane. After a good 5-10 minutes of the remaining groups deciding on what their quests will be, the water team ends up beside you on your left, saying they will tackle the flooding in Dormerund.
Makes sense.
And to your right,
Not the flooding dude. To the flooding dude.
They just want to get high and float around. We know what they want to do.
They just want the lazy river that's there.
They just want some seaweed.
to your right, the fire team agrees to tackle what oddities are occurring within Castemia. Surrounded by fellow plane guardians, the Master of Ceremonies continues. Says, you have completed our trials and proven yourselves to be worthy of the title of Breach Seeker. You have pledged your oaths to yourselves, your plane, or your gods. Now it is time to prove that you are capable. In the eyes of the divine behind us, it is at this point I request you show. And he just opens his hands. With that, without so much as a flicker of a change between these unmoving giants beyond you, the arena center starts to warble in its view. You start to look through these strange forming spheres, ripping open tears in reality. Fire, earth, water, air, surrounding the arena. No movement from anyone, but you watch these breaches form before you and start to spread. With hands held wide, he finishes the thought. Prove yourselves, breach seekers. And with that, he points ahead. There are breaches forming in the center of the arena, and a task has been put out before you.
Okay. Are we doing initiative, or am I just go right into it?
Let's just go. I don't know. Let's just.
No
Does
initiative
anyone
necessary.
Hear how to close that? 'Cause
Well,
I don't.
I may have just learned. Let me see if I can find the spell's not in D&D on it, right?
It is not a spell, it is a class feature. Well, it's technically a feat, but you have it
I think
as
there
part of
actually
your
is a
class
spell.
features.
Isn't that the planar fortification spell?
That would do, I think, but that is not the that is not the one in particular. This would be the planar bond feat.
Okay. Sorry, I just asked. Let me make sure I'm reading this right.
I am unfortunately very aware of how to close these.
Fortunately.
It's a long story.
See the air
Are they all
team.
sorts of breaches, or are they just?
There are all sorts of them. There's what looks to be one to each elemental plane. There seem to start being a couple extras that are forming around the sides of the arena, but not too much.
How big are they?
Each is about 5 feet in diameter. They just sort of.
I mean, Coburn would certainly hop with the manipulate planet portal to stabilize it, because I can only seal it if it's less than 1 feet. So we're talking about 5.
Sorry, are we just trying to enlarge these or close these?
Asking the master of ceremonies, he looks to you and says, "You're meant to close them."
Cassian will use manipulate planar portal.
All right.
He will start to cause it to shrink and seal it. Almost as if he's done this before.
All right. So you rush up to which portal do you rush up to? Because there's one to each plane, and it seems like the respective teams tend to move over to their portals. But there are 2 more that start to open up. There's one to the water plane again, which starts to leak water down into the arena. And there is one to the fire plane.
You should probably go to the water plane. There's no one over there.
That's where Coburn would have gone.
Okay, so 2 you go to the same one.
Sure.
All right. Together, you attempt to seal this portal. You're using the manipulate planar portal action here.
Yes.
So, would you be so kind as to tell me how that looks?
Sure. For Cassian, as he is momentarily, at least for today, aligned to the elemental plane of water, you would see him sort of outstretch his hands, and they go to basically from where he's standing. It would go to the width of the portal. It's just to almost. It kind of looks. What's the word for? Not very elegant, but more brute force. Attempt to bring his hands together to start shutting the portal.
All right. And it begins to respond to you, shrinking itself at a rate of, I believe, 1 foot per round.
Yes. 10 feet.
10 feet per round. All right. Then in that case, you're
Well,
able to shrink it down to a tiny dot.
Could I, if this was the one you said, water one, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Could Coburn seal it when it gets less than 1 feet with the
Yeah.
planar? Yeah. So that's what he would do.
So, working as a flawless team, you are able to shrink the portal down to its about 1 foot opening, barely seeing anything at all. Coburn, as you rush up to this small dot of leaking water that's sort of dripping on the ground, how do you seal it?
Oh God, I don't even know what this would look like out of character. I can just make up anything I want, or is there like a way this normally looks?
You can make up how you want it to look. It's just a touch-based thing.
Can I do a little bit of a stomp with the foot on top of it and just like put it out like a cigarette would?
A wonderful way to go about it, yes.
There's enough out of that.
He stomps on it and pulls his foot through.
Can I mime Flex Seal, whatever that was called?
Slap the black seal on it.
I
I
saw
still
this
can't-
boat in
I
half.
still can't believe nobody's going for the Doctor Stream. Dang.
Oh, that would be cool. But I like the what's the word for it? Like not the brutality. That's the wrong way to phrase it. But the harshness and how cats
Fatality.
can learn.
Mhm.
It's
And-
not elegant magic.
And immediately after having closed that portal to the fire plane, the fire team, looking to prove/redeem themselves, rushes up and does the same, sealing the second fire portal. As the divine deities seemingly just stand there and watch you, you turn to the Master of Ceremonies, who congratulates you with a clap. It says, "Congratulations! You have sealed your first planar portals as teams. I will expect you will encounter many more in your journeys, but now you have done so yourselves. Our ceremony has come to its conclusion, and I'm sure you will all be on your way. But I do encourage you to come back next year to celebrate the young coming to raise themselves into this light that you now are in. I'm proud of you, all of you. Go forth, breach seekers, plane guardians." There's cheers from all around. You're given a moment to bask in the applause and the celebration. Before a thunderous boom, the still guardians amongst the sides of this arena, while the big earthen figure seems to have been sort of slinking away, and the fire began to die down a bit, the crackle comes forth from the bird-like god of air, Brezios, as the sort of wispy beak opens and lightning flies out. This thunderous boom carries through the arena. You have learned how to seal breaches. I expect that you will be doing much of this soon. Travel between these planes and these shards has grown far too much for my liking. Sort of echoes. This is an intimidating voice for what it's worth. It booms 10 times louder than any other speaker you've heard. But all the same, he's silenced by a splash of water from the deity beside him, Aqualus. Silence, Brezios. You'll scare the mortals. They're doing their best. Let them celebrate. Very reluctantly, the almost stormy figure pulls back, lowering ever so slightly, looks silently at the figure beside, then down at you, says, "They destabilized the plains more and more every passing day." To which Aquila says, "And it is their world to do so in. Now let us be gone." Reluctantly, the figures around fade from view, the water dropping down, flooding into the ocean around, the air evaporating into the sky, the radiant flame seemingly melding back into the wall behind. You are left alone. After a strange divine conversation that you've witnessed, after a strange ceremony that you've been in, left to figure out what to do with the rest of your time.
What day is it?
The day is the day of Year's End. It's a special day that exists outside the calendar.
Oh, okay. So there's no not like nighttime right now, is there?
It's
not
technically
like
still
we're-
daytime.
Okay.
So
Um,
the sun has set, but there's still daylight in the sky. There's murmuring through the crowd, people trying to process what happened.
that was interesting.
So might
Yeah.
even say concerning.
Seems like a difference in opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, planes being this unstable, it's not good for anybody.
The disabled planes. We should probably get moving. Soon as-
Yeah, let's not get in between the drama of
Yeah.
beings much more powerful than ourselves at the moment.
I agree.
Yeah.
Instead, we can play our part and maybe
So-
help this specific task we have.
I plan to
glad
do a
you
little bit
agree.
more than maybe help, but yes.
There are no guarantees, but we can certainly try.
So, let's get moving then.
Where do you get moving to?
That's gonna be my question. I don't even know where
I
we
have no
go.
idea.
There's places to stay on Unea, although doesn't seem like that's what everyone else here has planned. You do have.
We have
Go on.
sorry. Let's say we could rest up here. We've been through a lot of trials. We don't know exactly what's ahead. So it might not be a bad idea to rest up here before getting trapped on a road somewhere.
A good rest is a very good idea.
Yeah.
Looking at his singed clothing. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that.
Oops.
Man,
Maybe we
let's get some rest.
get a drink to celebrate and enjoy the win for now, then get to work tomorrow morning.
No, I'm not opposed to that plan at all, but do we know where to go here? I personally haven't seen much in the way of uh, inns, taverns, uh, but I have not been here long.
We'll see, I guess where did director stay the night before the trials?
Blue Petal, the Shambi who brought you here, would have slept out under the stars near the first steps. It would be up to you if director would have found a similar spot or would have gone to one of the rooms, the gathering halls, in the sort of central area of this island.
Director would have definitely gone looking for somewhere not outside.
Okay. Yes. Having been here a little bit longer than the rest of the group, marginally, but enough, you
A
would
night.
have definitely stayed within an area where some of the other people that you were just with in these trials had stayed.
Okay.
There's, gathering halls for celebration, which a handful of people do head off to cheer, drink, all of that now that the ceremonies and the trials are completed. You'd be able to find a place.
I do know of a place where there are rooms, at least. Might be worth it for us to go there for the night.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask how we're going to afford that, but I feel like we have the money now.
Yeah, I would say so.
I agree.
From behind, Brittlethorn, the Shambi who has been running the trial and who you are set to join, says, "Very well. I hear you plan to stay. I will wait until the morning, and you can find
We
me in the portal room."
did we know that Brittlethorn was there the whole time, or
Honestly, it's a matter of general awareness. She kind of looks just like a big old berry bush, to be honest, a blackberry bush in particular. So, whether you thought it was just a bush or actually the person, that is a common mistake that happens. She was pretty average on stealth. Not that she was trying. But it appears she had loomed over, spoke, and now walks away.
Okay.
this other location?
What was that?
Oh, director's gonna uh look at them and be like, "So you are still going to be our guide to this other location?"
Oh, Brittlethorn as she's walking away.
Yes, yes.
She turns and says, "Yes, I will guide you there."
Thank you. We will meet you at the portal room at sunrise.
Very well. We shall depart for Shambhala in the morning. So turns and starts walking off.
Director will turn and start heading towards the location where he had stayed the night prior.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to bed.
So is director.
I need some sleep.
As you make your way out leaving the arena, director, you do see Blue Petal standing just off to the side, looking at you. Much like yourself, it's hard to read an expression on these creatures just because they're quite different from the average humanoid.
Yeah.
But if you had to guess, you might detect a hint of pride.
As we're walking that direction, director's gonna step to the side and speak to Blue Petal, and is gonna ask, "Do you know anyone personally that has been affected by this plague?"
That is a very good question, one in which I shall roll. Yes. Blue Petal says, I do, loathed as I am to admit.
Are they still around, or have they passed on?
I could not say. I took a leave from Shambhala that I might find a more suitable place to rest my roots. There I found Dormerund, in the very place you met me.
Well, you have my word that I will do everything in my power to help them.
Your efforts are appreciated, Director. I acknowledge that this may not be what you have been trained for. Our people, they are very different from most. But you yourself are also very different from most. If anyone can cure Mother Forest of the Autumn Blight, it will be you.
Well, then by the God's hand with me. Hopefully that is the case. Before we leave, do you have any tips or information that you might know about this blight?
Let's see. Unfortunately, I do not know much of it.
Understood.
You will probably fare better with your guide. And sort of looks over in the direction of the walking off at Brittlethorn.
And I will be asking them as well. But I haven't been taught to just search for information from one source, so I felt it would be best to at least ask.
Wise of you, I would say. I believe I chose well. I will be
I hope I can
returning.
live up to that choice.
Sort of pauses, listening to you. Thinks for a moment. The equivalent of a smile in the sort of leafy face. Says, I will be returning to my post in Dormerund. I do hope to see you again someday. And even not, that news of your success will reach me even there.
When I know that it is safe, I will return.
She doesn't have the same eyes, or they don't have the same eyes or mouth as a humanoid. But you are able to intuit emotion through one another. It's somber. It's been a short while, but a new direction. And the last thing they say is, I have looked into the one you sought out to see if you were
Yes.
able to find this contact your creator recommended. I have found nothing here this day. I apologize. Perhaps
This
others
isn't
will
your
have better
fault.
luck. People go missing on occasion when it comes to the plains. I know not of your creator's friend, but I wish you nothing but luck in finding him. Should you wish, I can look into it further between now and my departure.
If you do not mind, that would be helpful. Thankfully, for the time being, I have ample travel to uh, this other plane. But should the need arise, and just to verify their safety, it would be nice to travel with them once more.
And they give a nod, and seeing the rest of the group likely headed off in the direction of the rooms, give you a nod in their direction and say, you and your metal men, you will have my support in whatever way I can give it. Take care, Director.
You as well, Blue Leaf. The director will start walking toward the group as they continue down that path.
I'll have you split ways. As the festivities have come to a close, nearing the end of the night, eventually the sunlight does fade from the sky, and it does become darkness. However much merriment happened between this point and that, I will leave up to your characters.
Oh, Coburn's for sure going to get a drink at whatever tavern they're at.
All right.
Just sort of sitting alone at the tavern bar, whatever it might be.
There's
I would probably stop for a drink as well.
Vulcan is going to actually step outside and just sit up against a tree for a little bit. Just take it all in for a moment.
fair. Very, very fair. There's not a traditional tavern or inn in this place. The
Mhm.
rooms provided to you are more of like a larger barracks situation, though you could probably find yourself a private space if you so chose.
Yeah. He would look for a place just to sit for a moment outside or inside, like not a room, but just sitting somewhere and thinking over the action of the past day. Um, he might have a drink on him and take it if there is no place to get one.
There's plenty alcohol to go around.
Okay.
There would probably be the equivalent of a bar, knowing how much people celebrate after these things.
Okay. That's where he'd be found.
Cassie wouldn't be that different, except that he'd buy an extra one. You'd see him refill a small container.
All right. Honestly, purchase is not necessary. It seems that this event has given lodging,
more.
food, drinks on the house. This is probably what they collect alms and the like for.
Okay.
Yeah, your merriment is well funded.
Cool. He's not the type to well, not that he hasn't been, but he's probably not going to go like crazy. Just 2 to 3 drinks, wherever he can find them.
All right. Around your second drink, Coburn, there is a individual that stumbles on up next to you. It appears to be the sea elf man from the water team, wetting his gills with another drink as well. Says, dude,
Not the dude.
you guys were awesome out there today.
I appreciate that. I do. Sorry about the bad rain. Unlucky.
Nah, dude, we totally botched it. It was on us entirely. But that's all right. These things happen.
Well, still a day to celebrate. You
Ah.
guys have a upcoming mission and seems very well fitted for y'all.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
Gives you a clank. You know, you shouldn't be sitting here all alone like that. I'm too handsome for that shit.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. I'm just not a big partier anymore.
Ah, boring, dude.
I'm okay with boring.
Totally drowns another drink. By the time he gets another, the room is shifted around. All right, dude. Well, it's been good. I'll see you around.
Yes. I'm sure we will.
And he drunkenly stumbles off.
Is he hitting on me? Even muttered to himself.
Is he hitting on me?
The world may never know.
The world. I think the world knows.
I think the world knows that. Very much so.
That said, Did you have something in particular in mind for that spare drink, Cassian? Or is it just a souvenir
Usually
for later?
Cassian, uh, that one he's saving for later. But throughout the night, he's not super talkative. In fact, he seems a little uneasy about the whole thing. He's more. It seems like he's trying to calm nerves that he may have had, and just sort of take everything in.
Are you heading out to join your brother out in the stars, under the stars, or?
If nothing else happened, or he didn't run anybody else, he'd probably eventually find his way there.
Oh, there's probably plenty of people to run into, to be honest. If there's anyone you wanted to talk to, now's the time. A lot of people are enjoying the merriment.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything in particular in mind. He's more just trying to calm himself and sort of take everything that just happened in. Um, he wouldn't stop anyone from coming up to him, but he's not necessarily going out his way.
Sure. You see Fire Team getting into a playful fight elsewhere in the crowded room. You make your way out and past the halfling, chatting it up with the tiefling after the fact, seemingly having forged a good friendship of sorts at this point with this individual. It's a ceremony that definitely brought people together.
Okay. I'd say the only person he'd probably stop and talk to until he gets there it would probably be Coburn. If he found him.
Not really hiding, so
All right. You'd probably approach him, drink in hand. I would say not many handle portals that well. I mean, here is the exception, but how long have you been able, let me rephrase, is that a newer thing for you, or you've been always good at that?
it's newer. Much newer than most here. Could do a few things as odd jobs for the breach seekers, but I've not been doing it long.
How well do you know this group? I know you approached me with one of them. You know them a long time?
No, that's my connections are small. Shelley is a childhood friend. Drifted for a little bit, but still a friend.
And this might be too much too quickly, but who's the one drifting?
Oh, yeah, that would be me. On a string of excellent decisions I've made.
Can I get a little light chuckle at that? Huh? I can't say I haven't had the same luck. Drink?
Cheers. Give a little cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been known for those great decisions, I guess. But you handled it quite well. I guess I shouldn't be as surprised, but hell, probably better than me.
Well, not unlike yourself, I picked up a few tricks. Nothing too explosive, but learned a few things here and there. I hope.
Well, I can say you did. Helped today, that's for sure. Not what anyone was expecting to do, I'm sure.
Yeah. Kind of didn't really know what to expect from today. Next time I agree to something like this, I better do my diligence first. But
Yeah, like I said, I don't really have much else going on, so figured it was fun. Haven't done something like that in a while.
me neither. But I was supposed to be working a lot more closely. I suppose.
Looks like we will. Seems like we all worked well together. Not that I know much about any of y'all. Surprisingly, might be the most I know the most about, I should say. Just from what Shelley told me. But I can't deny that you don't just walk in and sweep a tradition you know nothing about. So, has to be something there.
Suppose that's fair. Well, I think we're all going to go get to know each other very well. We got a lot of travel to do.
Ain't much to know, but yeah, I guess so.
Kind of goes over his drink. Doesn't have too much more to say, but kind of just gives you a nod.
He'll give him a nod back and sort of just return to not awkward silence, but like end of conversation silence.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, outside, Vulcan, you found a tree. Is that right? To reside next to.
It would be, yeah, a little more secluded, a little farther down the road, maybe right off of out of sight almost.
Okay.
Not quite like too far away, like just enough where he knows nobody's kind of, or he thinks nobody's at least watching.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to start taking off his armor and pulling some tools out.
All right. So, sort of within the shrubbery, start getting to work on your personal projects.
Mhm.
There's merriment happening elsewhere. Frankly, I'm not sure where Director is at this point.
Director would have went inside and he would have sat. I'm assuming that Coburn and
Awesome.
Cassian. I'm assuming that Coburn and Cassian would have sat at the bar.
Safe bet.
Yeah.
Director would have came and sat beside y'all. Obviously he can't drink anything, but he would have sat and
Give this man
just
some
hung around for
WD-40.
conversation and such.
Give this man a shot of WD-40.
Bear motor oil.
really lubricate those joints.
Really loosens you up and gets you ready for the party.
Director, I suppose, on the other side of you, in that case, would be the black feathered bird folk that you had previously engaged with for the entirety of your trials here. The one who ended up recently fighting with a crab and getting knocked unconscious by it.
When did I engage with that bird?
Um,
I don't remember that.
just not necessarily like a combat engagement, but like you've been interacting with the
Who
individual.
was also in? Okay.
Yeah.
The marriage one.
Yes.
That too,
Very
yeah,
binding.
no. Nah, he's definitely staring at the bottom of a glass here.
Vulcan would have brought the crab outside with him.
For the best.
Are you still hurt from your time underwater?
As you look at the individual, he tries to put up a facade of a smile, but it cracks at the first thought of the first word that leaves his mouth. He sort of shakily says in an avian tongue, I totally drowned to death today. Like, died. I don't know if
Oh.
I'm ready for the world out there. But they seem to think I am.
You're still more prepared than a lot of the people that live there.
I guess you're right. So he sort of thinks over that for a moment. Maybe it's best I stick to my element.
Could understand how being avian-like and being in water probably wouldn't mix all that well. I could understand that.
Nah, it's not that. Just got caught up on the wrong things over and over again. My team's been calling me bird brain. They're right in multiple ways.
Well, if it's any consolation, once you're in a situation like that, people get tunnel vision all the time. And that goes for not just a combat scenario, but that's for everything. Even from my side, when we're in a serious or dangerous medical procedure, it's so many people will tunnel vision and they'll forget other stuff that's going on around them. So you're not the only one, and there's no need to kick yourself.
Yeah, well, I totally botched it for Air Team. But, it was good for you guys that you won it in the end. It was a real close
Coburn
one.
hear this?
Yeah, it's happening right next to you.
Coburn's gonna wait for an in.
There's a moment of silence as he pours himself another drink.
I don't know about the director next to me, but if there's a time to fail, now was the time. Everyone here, in some way or another, like I said, I don't know about him, has failed significantly worse than a traditional trial. I know it's very important, but you don't learn and you don't grow by succeeding all the time. I have failed countless people, countless times, and you can't let that stop you from seeing that you have learned and you have. Hell, your team succeeded in 3 trials. And you played every part of that as well.
I don't think I did much. But okay. I'll take the sentiment.
Cassian hasn't said a word, but he's just downing his drink. Just hearing all that.
Depressed drinking buddy.
Ting.
He is right, though. It's best to learn now than to learn once you get out there. Now you know better than to focus on one thing and one thing only.
I know better than to fight a crab.
Just think
From
I
the
need...
outside window.
Crab starts tapping on the glass.
Remember me.
Just
Remember me.
the crab's gonna come back and finish the job.
No!
Just I imagine a crab claw doing like the throat cut motion from the window.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
That was
A
pretty
giant
good.
robotic hand grabs the crab from the window.
Did the crab go to celebrate too? Did he potentially go to a rave?
How
And if
dare
so, what
you.
would that look like? I'm having a hard time picturing it.
Oh boy, do I got the video for you.
Boy, do I have a thing for you.
It's just great news.
So who's gonna tell him?
He sort of wallows in his pity for a moment, but your words seem to land for him, and he says, "Yeah, maybe I'll feel better about it in the morning."
It's a ride to
Remind me,
wallow. So it's okay.
What task are you taking on?
I don't remember. I didn't really get a vote in it. They were kind of upset at me.
Just make sure that in this next task that you take the time to observe your surroundings first. And don't jump in face first.
What were your names again?
My name is Director.
Coburn. Cassian. Still silent, like chugging drink.
Shrugging a drink.
Yeah.
He relates.
What's yours? Sorry, Elsie.
My
What's your
name
birthstone?
is Zyrus. I appreciate your kind words. I mean, you're the victors and all, but you could have been rubbing it in my face this whole time, and you've been good to me. So, for what it's worth, I appreciate it.
I don't believe you got here on accident. Takes a lot to even get into that circle. So
And it seemed
It's
like you
right
guys
to
just sort
your
of stumbled
start.
into it. I don't know.
well, we've been through a lot to get to there. I mean, hell, to be in the position you are now, you must have done something right. So it's okay to wallow and be upset about it now, but you have a job to do, and they're gonna need you at your best. So even if it's not for you, you're gonna have to learn how to move past this. And I want to know how it goes. I'm curious to see how your first mission goes. I want to hear about it. So when it's over, let us know. We'll get you another drink.
Yeah. Make a persuasion check for me, Coburn.
Not good at it, but we'll even try.
And I assist.
Yep, you can
Good
have
luck.
advantage on it.
Yeah.
All right. We roll. It's a straight roll. Not a persuasive guy.
Let's give you advantage at least. isn't it?
Not very persuasive.
Thank you. It's weird now playing as a persuasive character. Everyone I've ever played.
Yeah,
has been
same.
persuasive.
I know I'm playing the charismatic character. My guy's a fucking wreck.
Oh,
For the record, I should say,
advantage, right?
in order to give the help action in 5.5 D&D, you have to have proficiency in the skill you're trying to help with.
I do.
He does.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, doesn't matter. It was a 4.
With advantage?
Even with advantage?
The other was a nat 1. Makes
Um,
sense, right? He's not a first person guy.
Hey, at least it won't be me rolling that tonight, I hope. Sounds
Oh.
like you inherited it.
It's
Wait,
all
somebody
balanced,
clip
right?
that for later.
Yeah. Cassian would
Some-
say, in his hope, so it says, this might be the wrong message in the moment, so this might be why it failed. A friend once told me, never stop failing. Because the moment you stop failing is when you lose. I hope you have many, many more challenges, a few failures, and more victories coming up. Because that means you're alive. And you're progressing.
you can see him try to process what you've just said. I feel like the eyes sort of cross as you're talking to a character with a very low intelligence score. And
Oh my
he is
God.
just not getting it.
And it's also impaired.
Yeah. To which
Cheers to
end
that.
says,
I want to know, has he rolled a Constitution saving throw yet?
I've already given him a couple levels of exhaustion here. Yeah, no. Def, no. That'd be a failed save too. So as he takes another sip, he just boof, like he sort of like his beak sort of like he like sort of stumbles his way outside. Vulcan.
Oh, so
From
you need to take your shit rolls back. God.
From somewhere
Oh,
in a
they're yours
nearby
now. You can
bush,
keep 'em.
you hear the faint sounds of and other bird upchuck noises. And as you sort of pause your clanging to sort of figure out what's going on there, there is a figure who appears.
Wings up, buddy.
What?
Put your wings up. It'll help you breathe.
Takes off flying. One strong gust to it, he's gone.
As you sort of call out to him, there's just some incoherent mumbling that you get back, and another hurl. But all the same, having spoken from within the bushes, there is a silhouette of a figure in the dark night that has stepped up into the area that you've resided in. A feminine form, very lightly in the moonlight here. And she says, "You're not seriously keeping the crab, are you?"
I look down. I look down at the crab sitting next to me. Is that a problem?
Shelly steps closer so that you can actually see her. Says, you know, I can't even begin to figure out if it would be.
I mean, he can wander in the ocean whenever he wants. He's chilling right here. He's not on a leash.
He is, however, probably like snipped onto your boot and like just holding it.
Reach down to give him a piece of ration.
Sure. To nibble on the ration while still keeping its claw on your foot.
Boy, Mr. Crab.
Says, well, oddities aside, Vulcan, I just wanted to say that I know our introduction wasn't the most proper, but I would say your brother and his capabilities is proving himself to not be the person that I feared he would be.
He's got a good head on his shoulders. And we, as a family, we tend to overdo things sometimes. As I kind of glance behind me to just what seems to be just a bunch of scrap metal and chainmail laying on the ground. Duh. But we seem to find our way back on the right path to right any wrongs or help people where we can. Not much of a fighting history in the family, but outside of mech fights and stuff, but we've still helped change the city. And that kind of characteristic to our family never changes. We may have done something that hurt people, but he'll turn around and help right those wrongs.
With you by his side, I might just believe that.
If anything, sometimes he is the one keeping me in check. Surprisingly.
Suppose it's good that you're there for each other then.
Say we're like two sides of a coin.
Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt whatever you're doing here.
You're good. Working on a project, and I'll have the time. Should be done tonight, if not early tomorrow morning. If I try and get some sleep. Have it done.
I believe I'm due for some as well.
Have a good
There's a lot
rest.
left to explore in Castemia. Many questions left unanswered. You and your brother take care of each other.
Take care of yourself.
I
No,
always have.
I'm gonna reach a hand out for like a handshake. It's like a goodbye handshake almost, like end of night conversation.
She reaches her hand out as well, and as she stretches her fingers, you see the webbed sort of tidbit. You can't like lock fingers with her that well, but you can meet her in a standard handshake.
Oh. Good concept. Webbed gloves.
She raises an eyebrow.
Sorry, I'm always thinking of something.
She holds on for an extra second before letting go of the handshake and says, and Vulcan, do protect Coburn as well.
I will.
Pats your hand and then lets go of it. I'm glad I was wrong about you. And she...
Thank you. I think. Question. I feel like you might know this. What are crabs supposed to eat?
As she starts to walk away, turns back and says, "What? Just because I'm a aquatic being, I'm meant to know what everything."
No, because you've seen the world more than I have. I've basically grew up in a city. This is like the first time I'm seeing a crab in person. I've heard about them, but I've never like seen one. It's really cool. I want to keep them, but I don't know what to feed them.
She pauses for a moment, thinking. The event's still slightly twinging there, but she says, "They're pretty omnivorous. They'll eat algae, mollusks, worms, small fish, detritus, the like."
There was a Google search in there.
It'll molt eventually. Don't be weirded out by it.
Would it get bigger?
Possibly.
That might cause a problem. I'm gonna have to make sure it's adjustable.
She walks off into the night. So, is there anything else you guys want to do before this night ends?
No, not personally. I did have a question. I was waiting for a good time to ask, not interrupt.
Yeah.
I waited like way too long to ask the question. The item that we got, the rings during the ceremony, is that a custom item you need to make, or is that something in game?
You should be able to look up a ring of breach detection. If it's not there, then that's on me and I'll have to fix it.
It is there, but
Is
can you
it
take the
well
specific one? Because I have specifically the one of
Yeah, you can take
air. So if I found that,
you can take a specific
cool.
one, yeah. The
Cool.
words. So you can look up Ring of Aqualis, and that's definitely on there.
All right, cool. I just wanted to ask that, not like an interrupting time, and then I waited an hour and a half. So
You're good. You're good.
Would the fire one be the ring of Pyros?
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
like one of 3 notes I've taken to remind myself to ask, and then I totally forgot.
If I had a nickel for every time my D&D character got a ring of Pyros in a cold fiction campaign, 2 nickels. It's not
Which isn't
much,
a
but
lot.
it's a little. It's weird that it's happened twice.
All right.
Vulcan absolutely would have fallen asleep outside, by the way.
Fair. Everybody else?
Oh, Coburn's for sure go back to a room.
Yeah, Cassian's going to a bed or room or whatever. Honestly, whatever's available. He's not very picky about where he sleeps anymore.
For the most part, these are like larger, like common barracks and not so much personal rooms.
That's fine.
But if you want to try to find one, you could.
No, that's fine.
Okay. So you all sort of pile into, these larger barracks. You've stuck together or just stumbled to various places?
Probably somewhat close.
Probably.
I'm assuming like the ones that we're all probably in like the same barracks, but might be spread around the room. Would be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And there's different bunks and whatnot. Some people,
The top bunk.
yeah. Okay. Well, you would all get a nice long rest.
Hey. A Lamau.
I think technically Cassian wakes up first.
Yeah, I only need about 4 hours of sleep.
That doesn't sound right.
It's half the amount, half the time of the long rest.
Oh, I simplified it to half. Oh man. All right. Yep, that's on
Really
me.
nice.
Okay.
It would have just normally woken up early from getting used to having to open the shop.
Mhm.
Maybe not as early. However, he'd be up at like the ass crack of dawn.
Yeah,
So
Cassian probably wake up
technically-
very early.
Technically, Director is conscious the entire time. He just has to be inactive and motionless. So,
Director
and it's only
just
6
sitting.
hours.
Yeah,
So,
just go for 6 hours.
Director just staring in the corner of the room.
Just sentry mode.
kind
I
of,
just
yeah.
wanna kill
He'd
my-
probably lay down.
Is he conscious or is like sleeping with your eyes closed, eyes open?
He doesn't have eyelids, so.
Oh well.
But he's
Okay.
actually conscious. Like his
So would
Century's Rest is actually conscious.
Gonna start challenging everyone to a staring competition to get out of every encounter.
it's like when you start doom scrolling on TikTok, you start at 12 and you wake up at it's 4 in the morning.
those of you who
So probably the case you wake up pretty quick, pretty early, about 4 hours of sleep in.
yeah. Those
Silver
of you
sleeps an
who
average
do
amount of
this-
time. I don't have any fun features like that.
Mine's more of a personality thing.
To which end, those of you who do wake up during this rest, on the earlier side.
Oh shit. Let's see. Quick question.
We're all
I
on
can't
this.
wear rings.
Ha! Ah, yes.
Can I like hand wave it to
Man.
like an earring or maybe a necklace?
If only you had
Or
someone in
another
your
place.
party that works with metal that could turn it into something.
There is another option here.
I like where you're going with this.
No, not the
But let's
game.
for like sake of like
PG
earring
family rating.
or necklace potentially.
Yeah, you could probably have your ally in the party here who works with metal potentially shift it to a different attachment style while retaining its magic.
Okay.
Would that be jeweler's tools or smith tools?
Probably a combination of both.
Good.
I have killer.
Because otherwise it's going to the third option
Good.
and no one wants to envision that one. So
Good thing I have both of those.
And then me and Bullet would wake up feeling pretty inspired.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm waking up with such good ideas right now.
Indeed. I suppose being the fastest to wake up here, Cassian, in the morning you would probably notice Shelley somewhat beside your bunk. It appears that she's looking at Coburn, perhaps about to have some sort of like attempt to wake him up or say something. She looks like she's fully dressed in her plain guardian attire, but seeing you sort of shift and move her eyes and look over at you, and she just sort of stares for a moment, says in a low, hushed voice, so as to not wake anyone else in the barracks. I'm set to head back to Castemia and manage the investigation there. I suppose I should thank you for all that you've provided for me. Cassian.
He looks at her. I don't think you have to thank me just yet. I feel like no closer than when we met.
Well, might not seem that way, but I spent months searching for anything before I found you.
If you hear or find anything, all I ask is that you let me know.
She gives a nod. I'm gonna head back with the fire team group. So we'll likely
He's
be in
gonna-
Coastal City for a while.
Took the time, and he's gonna dig through one of his pockets, pull out a list. I took the time to write down every name I can remember. I know it's not a complete roster or anything like that, but maybe there's something I knew that we missed. I don't sleep much anymore, so hopefully this helps.
She takes the list from you. You can tell there's some degree of emotion in her eyes, but one that she's concealed quite well. Looks between you, Coburn, director, says, when they wake, tell them I wish them the best. And I'll be in Coastal City if you ever wish to pick up the lingering thread.
Would Cassian have seen that emotion?
Yeah.
That, like,
That sounds like an insight check.
I was gonna say, can I roll like an insight check?
It's
to see
definitely
if
an
maybe
insight check,
into
yeah.
that? Maybe something personal that you did not know.
Yep.
It's ooh, okay. 18.
Oh, shit. All right. 18 total?
18 total. Yeah, I have a plus
Okay.
0 insight.
Yeah. It's high enough to acknowledge that she is concealing something there. The exact thing you can't read. You definitely notice a facade get put up, but not so much in a... How do I put it? Not so much in a readable way, and that seems to be the point. So she sort of slips into a more stoic demeanor.
I never asked. Wasn't maybe my place to, but how did you get this assignment?
You see she sort of thinks for a moment about how she wants to answer it and how she wants to phrase it to you. But ultimately, she just sort of reluctantly lets her guard down a little bit, a little less stoic, and says, I just heard that there was a large elemental catastrophe in Coastal City, just kind of nearby where I grew up, down in the Grey Gulf. I sort of thought I should check it out, especially considering I knew some people there.
The people you knew, and he kind of pauses, a little bit of emotion. Did anybody you knew personally get hurt?
Some people I knew went missing, yeah. I could give you
Very
names,
sorry to
but
hear that.
I don't need to add to your guilt.
Thanks about that for a second. I didn't realize this was a personal mission for you. Right, that does clear up a few things. I want answers same as you. And if there's anything else I can do, any way you can help, or you learn anything at all, please let me know.
I'll do my best. We'll see if I get any leads. There was a
Oh,
tower you mentioned, right?
yes, the university itself. I haven't been able to get access to Anton's tower. But like I said, they know who I am. They might not know who you are. I haven't gotten anywhere with them, so
Maybe I'll try digging around there then. But I guess I have a group of individuals who I sincerely hope will work together well enough that we can get some answers.
I hope so.
To which end, if you'll excuse me, I don't want to wake anyone, and I have to go meet up with Fire Team. So, do take care.
Very well. You too.
Oh, and Cassian, she says as she's turning away. You did good in the trials yesterday. And I think you have a lot of potential here. Just nods and steps
I
off.
hope this time that's true.
Sort of contemplates it as she turns away. The rest of you wake up at the end of your long rests. A new day, a new year. Question is, how does it start?
Well,
Take a
hopefully
blast.
it's got a blast. Hopefully it's still sunrise-ish, and director is going to begin getting ready to head to the portal room.
All right. Good, good, good. You would eventually... Oh, go on.
Sorry. I was going to say, Cobra probably wouldn't be that far behind. That's all I was going to say.
I was just going to say that director would find a seemingly recently planted blackberry bush, which,
I don't believe it. I
yeah,
don't believe that for a second.
jeez.
Insight.
You can! As a matter of fact, you can.
Wait, hold on. Is this in the portal room, or is this just outside of our barracks door?
That's in the portal room.
Okay.
Who put a
Pretty.
Who put this
Who-
here?
Put this here.
Let's see.
Are we planning to take a break any time soon, or should I just do it now? I use bathroom, so I was gonna see if I should wait or go now.
Well, I guess I'll ask this, and then we'll figure that out from there. Do you all gather in the portal room?
Yeah. Think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
On the
that-
way, Cassian would tell the group about Shelly leaving and everything. In very quick terms of like, oh, she got.
Cobra will give a quick look. Like a quick look.
Vulcan won't meet up in the portal room, not knowing that people are meeting up in the portal room right now.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh, he's still outside.
I thought we said sunset.
There's a new bush here, and a guy passed out.
Sounds like a crazy night.
that it
What a
was.
wild night.
But
I'll say if that Shambi is outside and watching me, and we had a conversation, I totally would have chilled with him.
there probably were some, to be honest, but who knows?
It's gonna be going ting
Good.
ting.
All right. Well, we will pick up with this new day after the end of our break. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you had a good break. We are chilling here with our various attires. Anyway, shall we pick up where we left off?
Let's see why not.
Yeah.
Ting ting ting.
All right. Good. All right. You have all gathered in the portal room, prepared to head through the various string of teleportation circles and planar portals that would lead you from place to place in the Breach Seeker Nexus. You are currently with Brittlethorn, the sort of blackberry-coated Shambi that she is. The large looming figure looks among you and says, "Very well. Are you all prepared to travel to Shambhala?"
Well, we need to make a stop at Castimio first, but yes, outside of that, I am.
You see she sort of recoils a little bit at the thought and says, "Stop in Castamia?" Why must this be done? The fire team, I believe, is covering the quest to be done there.
But we're not. The stop is not for the quest. The stop is to return to my home on Coastal City for a short pit stop, just to basically restock my medications to bring with me. That way we have something to use for this task.
I see. Sort of contemplative.
The stop should not take long at all. It should be in and out.
Very well. If this is what your group believes to be best, and as you are the seeming medic from among you, I suppose your medicines may be exactly what we need.
I hope so.
Perhaps it would have been wise to travel with the other group. However, I suppose we shall head forth to Castemia. Pivoting from the portal that she was originally planning to take you on, she ends up going through a separate way. One that you recognize, for those of you who came, as basically the inverse of this. However, you would not end up at exactly the desired place. Realistically, the final teleportation circle within the string would probably take you to a pretty common place in Castemia. In the region of the Grey Gulf, I would reckon that place that the final portal would have led to would be the Cauldric Bros' very own Venture City. Yes.
Did anyone tell Vulcan we're leaving?
I assume Vulcan was with the group.
I thought he slept there.
He was sleeping outside.
Yeah, we can say
You said
Christ.
wait, I thought you said you slept in the portal room.
No, I slept outside. I was working on something.
I'm sure Cass would have come to find you. I don't think he'd leave without you.
Yeah, I don't think
He would
I don't
have
think
come in
Vulcan would have
until
been
someone
left.
got him. 'Cause he would have just sat
Brittlethorn would have
outside.
waited.
Shakes him awake.
Come on!
Just adds to the amount of time. It's like, you know.
Just the second portal wakes up, goes beneath you, and you just fall into it. I think we're forgetting something. It was far too quiet.
Welcome to see Vulcan 6'2", who's now 6'2" and fully clad in armor.
You care to describe this armor that everyone's seeing here?
Let me pull up the.
Wait, by saying he's now 6'2", does that mean that he wasn't before he put on the armor?
No,
Yeah, I think it's 5'9".
I'm
So is he
5'9".
wearing like lifts or heels, or how does he give him this extra 3 inches?
You will see in a second here. I'll upload that from
It's
you now.
heels. It's stilettos.
Stiletto
It's,
heels, yeah.
6-inch stiletto.
Yes, I believe is it. Yep.
We love
As you
combat
see-
wedges.
As you see him get inside, you just hear from a little faintly outside the armor.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Nice.
That's got to
Okay,
be
gotcha,
copyright
gotcha.
stricken.
But it is essentially a mech suit. You see him in.
That's wild.
Right on the chest is the Cauldric family crest.
Clarification. Mech suit or a mechanical suit?
It's a mechanical suit, technically. But he
Does it-
made it look more like a mech suit.
Okay, because that would be
The dread.
very big.
He's starting with the dreadnought armor.
Okay, got it. All right. So like a condensed mech suit is what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Got it.
Shield kind of attached to one arm. Big old fist to the other.
Make the man mecha. Make the man
Make-
mecha again. God, I love that game.
Oh, the references
Such
are
a good
popping off.
game.
Slightly, maybe a little more than slightly thrown off by the large metal individual beside her. Brittlethorn is just kind of sizing up the armor, realizing the person within.
We are the metal men.
I feel like this has been really helpful yesterday.
Yeah, well, it wasn't done yesterday. That's why I worked on it last night and
Would
didn't drink.
Cassian recognize the set of armor at all, or even just like the fact that it was being built over time?
He would have told you he's working on something, but kept it a little more secret.
Okay.
More in terms of not trying to really make you think he's doing anything wrong, because he would try something stupid normally. But also so you felt more sure that it seemed like he was working only on the limiter.
Did you sleep in that?
Yes, kind of.
I did. Interesting.
I'm just gonna grab a off of my side and pop my arm kind of out the armor with a bag of holding and say,
I kept everything in here and then put it back.
Well, it was my follow-up question, so
Yes.
Hmm.
It's quite cozy.
I'll take your word on that.
All right.
You built this for
haven't-
bot fighting. You bought this for the fighting pit, didn't you?
I plead the 7th.
Huh.
Well, that's canon
What
now.
7?
Yes,
Since
I
it mentions
did.
anything. 7 is the right to refuse a question. Do you accept follow-up questions? I think those are allowed.
You could try.
I mean, they have to answer.
I never said you had to.
What's your record in mech fighting?
I plead the 14th. Now does not
That's the,
have to answer any question he doesn't want.
That's the sealed record clause.
Yeah.
Making it be sealed.
That's just like actual records, not like your fighting record.
No, this is specifically in the big fighting contracts.
Yes.
So you
Can't
can't
just
know
fight-
what.
It's like
If you
Fight
find
Club.
someone and they have a shield record, you don't know what their record is.
You can find
We
it.
do-
It's the right not to share record to influence betting.
Yes.
Cassie,
Now
what's
you
his
go
record?
Venture City and look it up. You can
I
do
can ask
that.
somebody else.
I don't
Cassie,
have to
what's his record?
It's like the number one rule of Fight Club. You don't talk
Can't
about Fight
talk
Club.
about Fight Club. If we're gonna work together, I feel like I should know his record.
It's been I haven't been there in a while. I think it's like 7-3.
7 wins.
Sometimes we walked away from 3 suits down.
It's a damn good record.
It's like
Wow.
8-4-1 now. I had a tie.
You've gone through 4 of those suits.
Well, they didn't look like this one. I'll admit that. This
No.
seems like
No. This is the
This
rest of
seems
them
like-
were I controlled from the sidelines. I was not inside. Not necessarily full mech suit
This
fighting,
is-
just
yeah.
more big, bulky robot fighting.
We
This
should,
is something different.
we should probably get on the road.
Yeah, Brittlethorn
Take a
is
look.
honestly
You're allowed
fascinated by this, and you get the
footsteps.
sense
Probably.
Brittlethorn does not at all have like a reference for what the hell Castamia is, but is willing to take you as far as possible.
Um,
Um,
let's go. Where are we going?
Why
Would
don't you give it
director
to,
know? Would director know the route from here to Coastal City?
I think it depends where the
from
teleportation
Venture
is.
City to Coastal City, perhaps. Maybe a long time
Okay.
ago you had to make the trek. But it's not exactly a short trek. You would honestly probably have a good many days travel ahead. Luckily, the transportation within and throughout Venture City is quite accommodating and
Yeah, it is.
capable of getting you from place to place quickly and efficiently.
I would say that if you do see public transportation there, they do have a similar crest to the one that is on the armor.
From what I've heard.
I'm
I've
sure that would be
heard,
something
you
you would
know,
say.
Really, the only person here who wouldn't have picked up on that is the director, because Colbin would have probably seen some part of the workshop that has like large
true.
lifts to hold the monorails. Maybe not quite know what it's for, but could probably make an educated guess, knowing being in the city before.
Also, being from Castamia would help, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
If you've been to Venture City, you've probably seen it.
Yeah.
To which end I should probably do my job and explain. Venture City is, for those uninitiated, akin to a mix in our real world of Las Vegas and New York or LA. It is
Vegas, baby.
it is a place that adventurers flock to make a name for themselves. Capitalists go to make capital. It is a metropolis in a, well, not exactly less populated region, but it seems that settlements in this case tend to cluster very tightly, have a lot of space between each other, cluster very tightly elsewhere. So, Venture City itself, with its booming tall buildings, its active casinos begging you to spend the money that you just gained, the mech fights that are going on in the central station. There are plenty of things to do here, but you are, if I'm not mistaken, just passing through. Unless there's anything you wish to detour for. Fair enough.
I don't think Cooper would necessarily care to stop anywhere, but could easily be swayed, I'm sure.
Vulcan has no need to stop it at the shop. However, he would easily be persuaded to betting on a mech fight if somebody wanted to.
Tyson doesn't really have any specific place he needs to stop. You probably just go with the group. Going back towards the Grey Gulf isn't high on his priority list, but he could do it for the group.
For Vulcan here, you would see there is a mech fight occurring today. It is between the Red Flash and Devastator. That's happening in the central arena. But with the rest of the group sort of ushering themselves off towards Coastal City, it's one of those. But wait.
I hope. Good luck, boys.
Peace up.
The Devastator had a really bad season last year, so I'm hoping he makes a comeback.
Let's go gambling.
With a
It's
name
actually
like
pretty true.
Devastator.
Pilot had an injury. It was an off year.
Yeah. He's one of those types where he was inside the armor. I think he still
Oh.
is.
That is how most mech fights are, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
That indeed sounds devastating.
More in the major leagues when you're first starting out, it is not illegal, but more looked down upon because you're just starting out, you don't know what you're doing. So most people opt to do remote when they're first starting out.
Well, that's safer, but technology's a bit newer. Some people prefer the classics.
That is true. Like I said, once you get into the bigger leagues, it's a lot different.
We love our bot battles.
Good old bot battles.
All the same. A long trek is ahead of you. I will ask, though. Cultric Bros. You have a presence within Venture City itself. But do you think your technology would spread beyond it? Connect to other cities amongst the Gulf of Greywater?
I know they would want to expand it. I don't know if it's happened yet, but they would be open to that.
I think maybe at least one other city it would have connected to over the years. It depends on how open the rest of the other cities nearby would be to having their technology there.
Yeah, because I know Cassian, his big thing is about expanding it beyond just where it is now, and I know that's kind of the family's focus moving forward. So yeah, if the other city is open to it and willing to front the cost.
So yeah, coastal city is probably not that city. They're a little bit on the smaller side, comparatively, and just overall, it doesn't seem the most profitable. Now, Stemberg, on the other hand, you might be able to get a monorail link between here and there.
Stemberg is where the counter family originated. I feel like that would be pretty fair. Yeah. But also, additionally, I feel like we probably have access to a wagon or something, so we don't walk the whole way.
Probably, yes. From Stemberg to Coastal City, you would absolutely need the wow. Brain shutdown. You'd have to travel by foot.
Right.
There's probably other ways to circumvent this. As a matter of fact, the ways that you were just going through, you basically had a relay of what seemed to be arcane casters managing the teleportation circles, ushering you from point A on the material plane to point B, or traveling through the fire plane, going from point A to point B through teleportation circle, and sort of you probably went through that process between a couple and a few times. So it is the unfortunately expensive nature of this nexus. However, again, a lot of this was covered by the alms costs. That being said, now that you are in Castemia, if you would like to try to hire somebody's spellcasting services to get you there quicker, it would cost money. If you don't mind taking many a day to travel yourselves, you can do that too.
Do we know vaguely how much money it costs to hire someone's spellcasting services?
You can make an Arcana check for me if you'd like.
Sure.
Hmm.
That's going to be an 11.
An 11 is pretty average. You would know that it's far more expensive than what the average commoner has. The 500 gold pieces you just got collectively could probably cover it, is your best guess. Not guaranteed, but Castemia is a high magic setting. So if you'd like to spend the time going around Venture City, seeing if you can find someone capable of teleporting you, you can do that. Probably less time than trying to walk.
Coburn would share to the party that basically, essentially, we could hire someone to help us teleport there, but I'm not sure what it would cost. I think we'd have enough, but I don't know the exact price. It just might be nearly everything we have. Or we can walk it. Take a little bit longer, but up to everyone else.
If the idea is, if we don't have the money, we can definitely get some pretty quickly. And I'm not talking about any kind of fighting. I'm going to hold out my silver insignia coin that has the stamp of the platinum bond.
Yes,
Would
indeed.
Coburn recognize this stamp?
That would be a history check.
15.
15. Okay. Yes, actually. There might, in fact, be one within Coastal City, small as it may be. The Platinum Bond is a banking guild and a faction that bankrolls adventurers.
You want to take a loan?
But if need be,
Well, it's certainly quicker, but we just have to pay it back.
manage the shop.
Hmm?
We could manage something with the shop if convince Dad to keep running it for a little longer. I look at Cassian with that statement.
I mean,
That
would Cassian or Vulcan know anybody who might be able to teleport? Any mages they might know, or family, friends?
I will ask you to make an Arcana check.
Oh boy, something I'm so good at.
Oh
Here comes
boy,
guidance.
here I go rolling
Oh.
again.
Oh, yeah, guidance is good.
Guidance, that's a D4?
Yep.
Can you get guidance twice?
No, there's only one instance of
Dang.
the spell.
I figured so.
Okay. That's not bad. Guidance makes it 17.
17 is very good.
Let's go fucking go, guidance.
You know,
4 on a guidance.
Cassian, having had to travel back and forth between, Venture City, where the family is, Macropolis, where you've had your education over the years,
Really fun history, college history.
and whatnot, you would have definitely encountered some individuals capable of teleporting. The issue being, they typically charge a lot more than most people have. and it makes your family's business seem extraordinarily better of a trade-off. The average teleportation circle, going out, finding someone, bribing them enough to do it, might be about 2,000 gold pieces. To teleport to a place that doesn't have a sigil, that would be 20,000 gold pieces. And that is far outside any reasonable person's budget.
Castle turns to the group and goes, I mean, I know somebody, but they're going to charge us a lot of gold. Multiple thousands worth of gold.
Well,
I don't think the platinum bond's gonna help us with that much.
I
time to
think,
get a walking, I guess.
I think we're walking.
I'll
can
ask
take-
one further. Cassian, we had talked previously in your character creation process about you potentially having had ties with the Union of Mages.
Yes.
Do you think you would actively have those ties? Did you take
think-
your renown with the Union of Mages is what I want to ask.
Yeah, so I think he would know people. He hasn't probably spoken to them in a little bit because of everything that happened, but he does still know how they operate. I mean, they were probably part of his studies.
I would say they were probably the
In
group.
charge of his studies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with your hint of renown in the Union of Mages, you would know this. At higher ranking, especially at higher ranking, you would get access to the Union of Mages teleportation network, in which people do cast teleportation circle for much cheaper of a price that can get you to basically any place where they have a teleportation circle set up. So, you could pursue that route, but you would need to have higher renown and /or a mentor in the Union of Mages that could vouch for you.
My last mentor blew up.
So you would probably need another.
So, okay, I do know some people that could do it, but we would owe them a favor or a job or something. I don't know if it's time we have.
The longer we wait, the more this thing spreads.
I feel as though we can probably take Central City Monorail to Sternberg and travel from there.
And I mean,
That sounds fun to me.
I mean, I think we travel on that for free. So
yes, I believe so. I know anyone who would stop the basically only people maintaining them from branding them. So
for those who don't know, he does that.
We aren't exactly flush with funds, nor do we really have time to sidetrack
No.
too much more.
no, let's get
So
going.
either it's an IOU or it's we gotta move on.
Let's get a move on. And Vulcan's gonna start walking towards the near. We're in Venture City now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So making sure I'm not about to start walking off randomly. To the closest monorail station.
That you do. You make your way through the beloved streets of this here Venture City. There's people getting into fights in alleyways. You're passing girls dancing in windows and slot machines going wild and people shouting as they hit jackpots. You're making your way through when steam bursts out of nowhere from a nearby pipe that's immediately fixed up by a handyman. You are walking through a very, very lived-in city with a very diverse population. As you make your way to the monorail hub, that population becomes even more apparent as you see species that you've honestly never even laid eyes on till this point. 3-armed constructs and more shambies like Brittlethorn, who is absolutely blown away by everything going on around you. As well as plenty of humans, dwarves, your standard creature types. But
Knowing we're in Venture City, Vulcan's going to open up a port on the back of his armor, and now with almost every other step, a puff of steam comes out. Duh. Make sure people don't think I'm polluting, but Venture City doesn't give a shit.
fair and valid, as you do come across pretty much piles of trash and pollution. The same stuff that Coburn might have found floating on the surface of the sea, rolling along the
Yeah,
bottom.
he looks thrilled by that.
The trash problem is a major problem. However, the air pollution is actually just steam for the most part.
Oh, I'm aware.
But does it linger around, or is it actually
it's-
steam that
it's-
dissipates?
It's actually steam.
So it dissipates.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a little bit of pollution. However, that more comes from the forges.
The trash is the main problem.
Yes.
I've heard it's a problem they are working on. Their slogan is "We're all in on trash prevention," but I haven't seen anything happen.
Yeah, that's news to me.
They're working on prototypes.
Is that's gotta be a reference I don't get. We're all in gambling. Oh. We're all.
Alright.
Yeah, Coburn does not look thrilled by the trash around, to be honest.
It's like I said, the
We're all
prototypes
in.
are being
We're
worked
all
on.
in.
The homeless guy living in it totally agrees with you. Alright.
We're fooled.
There's housing down the road.
I like my trash! Fuck off!
Okay, Oscar. That's the trash king.
Alright.
Also known as the Trash Man,
I'm the trash man.
or in other cultures, the Garbage Man.
Actually, I think every so often he calls himself the Lizard King. Nobody knows who he's messing with.
Probably
Typically-
messing with something else.
Typically,
We don't
transportation
have a
within
drug
Venture
problem
City.
here anymore.
Sorry, go on.
Any more?
It's
Anyway.
a really long story.
I mean, we've got a really long walk.
Let's get on the monorail. Not talk about it on the monorail.
That you do. As you hop onto the monorail system, it is typically relatively cheap. It's a matter of copper pieces in getting around the city. You so fast and efficiently. Honestly, best on the market.
Thank you.
When it comes to intercity travel, things get pricier. Not that you can't afford it. But
How much?
how much pricier? In the city, it's about a copper piece for every mile traveled. Out of the city, it's about 3 copper pieces for every mile. And
So
between cities is a pretty large distance.
what does the Cauldron Bros have to pay?
Honestly, you can probably hand wave it if you say that you're going to a specific point to perform maintenance. So
Maintenance, yes.
Oh,
We need to go
yes,
that way.
yes, maintenance.
We have a new maintenance robot. He's supposed to be able to survive all the voltage.
I'm gonna hand director a set of Tinker's tools and just hold this
Hold on,
and
please.
look like you're waiting to fix something. And follow us.
I already have a set of these. Why are you giving me another?
Oh, okay. I take them back. Then just
Uh,
hold them.
should I take him? Or
I'm gonna
what's
hand
my
you a
limit?
small step ladder.
Yes, because director definitely needs that.
Is that not going to Coldward?
Yeah.
Okay. Director, you're just
I'm
walking
gonna reach
around.
high.
I pull out a clipboard.
Yeah, you can get anywhere with clipboard.
And a reflective vest, yeah.
And a
No,
ladder.
I don't think a big suit of armor needs a reflective vest.
Over the armor. Crazy.
That would be kind of funny, actually.
It's just like taped to one shoulder. Doesn't really fit. Anyway, we need to do maintenance on the end of this line.
Official Caldrick family business.
The end of this line.
They'll let you on for free. And waives the normal cost, which would piss off people if they knew about it, but you're fine. The downside, though, is that the time it takes is not reduced. You are, of course, traveling at exceptional speeds comparative to the old horse and carriage. You are cruising along at, I'd put it maybe somewhere between 8 and 10 miles per hour. And as you get out of the city, it only speeds up further, especially with just this straight line. So you start booking it. Travel itself would probably take somewhere between a day of travel and a couple to get between the cities here. It would probably be about the same as us taking a car. Maybe not quite a plane, but, something around that. Faster than, Anyway, I don't need to get into this. Point being, it takes a while. Go ahead and knock off a ration if you brought your own food. That being said, the intercity areas probably would also supply meals for an additional fee. So that one you probably wouldn't be able to get away with, but you would be able to order a nice luxury meal.
How much would that cost?
Depends what you want. Mug of ale is 4 copper pieces. Loaf of bread 2. If you want a proper meal, though, they would probably be serving you the lowest priced meal. Seems all right at 1 silver piece, but if you're looking for like a proper good dinner, it's 3 silver pieces. There's a medium option.
Yeah. Coburn would splurge on a nicer meal. Can they make change on gold
For
pieces?
someone who doesn't really need that much food, Cassian probably wouldn't.
Somebody who doesn't eat food at all would not.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna put down a gold piece. Just get me whatever I can. I'm hungry.
Yeah, honestly, you'd probably get some very fine imported meats that are freshly cooked on the train itself. There would be a cart dedicated to actually doing that. You know,
Meat.
far better than your modern airplane meal.
And we got
It's
the real food.
yeah, no, it
This
actually
the
is.
first experience.
There probably would be some pasta and stuff, things that are meant to actually last the voyage. But you're obviously in a space where you can actually prepare food. So it is done. And honestly, that gold piece would be enough to cover everybody if you wanted.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Cassie would not have bought food, but he'll happily take food.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
So that would be your point for one meal. Everybody's covered. You technically need a couple more of those in a day, so it'd be about 3 gold pieces overall. And if you
I
wanted,
only need half.
you only need half.
I only need half as a refugee.
True. Only need half, but could do more.
So I got the first round of food.
First
I
round's
can
on
get
me.
the second one.
If you'd like some fancy wine to go with it, they have common wine for about 2 silver pieces, but you can get a real fancy bottle off a shelf for 10 gold pieces. That's like top shelf stuff.
We're going to do a job. I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
Get it on the way back.
At the very
If
least,
I get it now, can we drink on the way back to celebrate a job well done? I suppose I don't need to ask any of y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't turn it down, but
Cover's gonna buy it. I don't need your all permission, actually.
Can you ask them for some small raw fish?
Why? Why?
Oh, claw comes out.
How fresh is your fish?
well,
Catch of the day? More like catch of the moment.
once we get to Coastal City, we'll be able to freshen up our stock of fish. To be honest with you, this is about a 2-day-old. It's been kept on ice, though.
Cover's gonna give a shrug to Vulcan. I don't know, man. What do you want?
Yeah, it'll work. I'll take the fish.
All right, we'll take the one and
As is.
the fish.
How would you like it prepared? As is?
I'll take it raw.
raw.
As is.
Sort of slams the frozen fish down onto the table and it kind of like cracks a little bit. Chunks.
Start cutting off little pieces and just putting it.
This is the first time Cobra would see that you have the crab.
The crab?
Yeah.
Probably.
That thing would be pinching the hell out of you.
There's a layer between the crab and my skin.
Still pinching.
Just hear tink, 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 tink.
Exactly. Listen, end goal is to build him a set of armor that just turns him into a pistol shrimp.
he's going through. He wasn't allowed on many pets as a kid. He would like find them and bring them home. Let him have
I'm gonna
this.
name you Senor Crab.
He's an adult. He can do what he wants. I ain't judging, personally. So
This is by far not the weirdest thing he brought up. So
Hey, to be
I don't
fair,
need to know about his dating history.
this
Yeah,
crab was more helpful in the last trial than I was.
Sir, I do hope you understand that if we do have a no pet policy.
He's
this-
a worker.
Service animal.
Oh, a service animal.
Yes. He
Here's the parchment.
he
You can
helps
ask
get
that. You
in,
can ask that.
he helps get
This
into
is
the
emotional
small.
support.
Oh,
No, no, no,
yes,
no.
I
He helps get
understand.
into these small cracks and crevices of the monorail when we need to get maintenance done.
Here
He's a
holds
service animal by servicing the monorail with us.
I see, yes, crabs have blind sight, yes.
Very helpful.
Yes.
That does seem useful.
We'll
Yeah, man.
we'll make sure the policy reflects that moving forward.
Are you sure you wouldn't like me to prepare it for you?
The fish or the crab?
Either?
I just told you the crab is a worker of mine. Why would I? It's
All
like
right, I
against
apologize.
labor laws.
Listen, I'm just a chef.
It is like crazily against.
The only
labor
thing we
laws.
should prepare for is a long day ahead of work.
All right.
This is stupid.
Extraordinarily.
This is dumb. I love it.
Are you surprised?
No.
There should be no surprise.
Oh.
It's not cold fiction without a few pets.
True.
That's your. There are no pet. Like
There are no familiars or anything.
Yeah.
There are no familiars.
This-
But it never started with familiars.
That's true. I'm just imagining. It's like I'll bring it up with who's in charge. Turns to Vulcan.
Just have a crab.
You are left to your own devices throughout the day. 3 meals in a day, you're all good. Yeah. A gold piece would cover those 3 meals. And extra, water, wine, whatever else you drink. Let's see. Perfect. You are traveling on your way to Venture City. You have the chance to long rest here on the road. Y'all taking a long rest?
I don't see why not. Sure.
Okay. Your Shambi companion would be extremely uncomfortable in a sort of metal capsule getting launched forth at high speeds. However, you would eventually end up in Coastal City. Not because it's a direct route, but because you would have stopped in Stemberg and then had to spend probably a day or two traveling from there to the edge of Castemia in Coastal City. So if you care to take off rations for that one, go ahead and take 2 rations for that and the gold piece for eating. Unless you're director, in which case it does not matter.
He's not bothered.
Can't be malnourished.
Indeed.
The lion does not concern himself with rations.
Lion doesn't
Cassian is
concern
just-
himself with food.
All right.
Need to consume water oil? If so, is it like every like 5,000 hours? Do you need an oil change?
Not every 5,000 hours. That's a lot of hours.
Listen, man, technology's gotten better.
More like every 50,000 steps.
It's not that many steps.
You guys are building wheat constructs then.
Not a full oil change. It's like a greasing of the joint.
I pull out a little bit of oil.
You need
I'm not there yet.
I mean, a little bit of sweet talk.
I
You're averaging like 20,000 steps. That's like not that many days.
That's if you're averaging 20,000 steps. But it's
You
not it's
probably-
not like it's not like an in-depth process. It's literally just like adding a little oil to his joints, basically.
Okay.
It's cheap if you learn how to do it yourself.
I mean Such did there. That was a good
Mm.
one.
Mm.
During your trek, Brittlethorn likely would have actually taken the time to talk in a little more depth with Director and Coburn. She would have said, "The contagion, which has taken hold in our land, is known as the Autumn Blight. This contagion causes the infected to lose their leaves, and in the worst cases, forests of shamblers are left as barren as twigs. To you, this may seem an inconvenience, but to us, it is a deadly curse."
Could director roll to see if he actually has the kind of understanding of like I'm okay. Out of character, I'm assuming the Shambies still go through photosynthesis the same way every plant does. Could director roll something and see if he understands that process, like, already?
Sure, that could be medicine or nature. I'd say it's
I was
probably
going to ask
likely.
maybe a medicine check to see if I could recognize the name of it, or maybe something similar under a different name.
Medicine check for the contagion, and nature for the aspect of photosynthesis.
Cool.
Medicine check for what, you said?
For the disease itself.
Oh, okay, then it'll be nature, so it'll be...
It was a 19 on Coburn's medicine check, and then you said a second check for similarity. Was that what you said?
So, yeah, medicine was for the disease, and then Austin wanted to make a nature check for.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be 15 on director's nature check.
The medicine's going to be a 23 for Coburn total.
Okay. Awesome. I'd say you'd both be capable of understanding at this point. Plants eat sunlight. That might not be the most... You might not have the most in-depth scientific analysis of how it works or why, but both of you would know, at least from your time with Shambies at this point, that they seem to consume sunlight, have nourishment from it. And the Autumn Blight, which perhaps, Coburn, you may have witnessed in the depths, leads to the loss of leaves on these Shambies, and without their leaves, they're left to starve.
Yeah.
Or at least cannot absorb sustenance from the sun. To which point Brittlethorn continues. The only way to avoid death once the blight has won is to inflict it upon others. Mother Forest
Why
has
is it?
shown signs of infection with this blight. If she cannot be cured of her
Oh.
illness,
Wait, I'm concerned. You said the only way to avoid death is to pass it on to someone else?
no, not to pass it on, though,
Did
frankly.
we lose him? I think we lost him.
I think we lost
Oh
Elsie. I think
no!
Elsie went kaput.
I thought it was
Don't
a dramatic
kaput
effect,
me.
and then
Yeah,
he
okay.
froze.
No!
Computer.
Don't
Oh, there
kaput
he is.
Bring
me.
back Elsie.
Yippee!
No kaput for me. I stand strong.
Do you?
I do my best.
Should you be sitting?
Did you hear what I said?
I did actually, yeah.
Okay.
Just for some reason my connection didn't want to go through, I guess. Said no. Not to pass the contagion on. But our people, we are a passive folk. Unlike you, she says, having watched you eat plenty of meals by this point. We do not have to harm others for our nourishment. But those who are infected with the blight, who are unable to recover from it, it becomes their only choice if they wish to survive. And it has
So-
turned a group of many we know into radicals. Those who once planted roots in the same soil as us. They hunt us. Harm the innocent in hopes of prolonging their own lives.
I have a few questions, just so I know what we're dealing with. And I know it might be tough to answer, but these shambies that can only survive after uh, losing their leaves. Are you saying that they can only survive by eating other shambies, or is it eating in general?
Both, it would seem. I have seen many slay beasts. To us, our connection with the natural world is sacred. Tiny beasts make homes of our very bodies. They have no reason to fear us, nor we them. But now that the
And
autumn blight has taken hold,
I see. And I see how that is apropos to everything you believe. I do. But are these folks losing their mind, or are they eating out of necessity?
it is hard to
'Cause I
tell.
believe there's a difference.
Those who have succumbed to the blight, they do not seem themselves. The more they consume, the more accustomed they grow. the less we recognize them.
I see. And another question. You said the folks that don't recover. Does that mean they're folks that do? And if so, what's worked so far?
It is a complicated task, to say the least. But some possess the constitution necessary to fend off the contagion. Others, not quite. These infected shamblers, they seek to harm the innocent, seemingly without care. We have had to have warriors raise up to fend them off of our people. In my eyes, we are beyond fortunate to have such a distinguished mixture of competent healers and capable warriors offering their aid in you.
Well, we're happy to be here. It seems like there's a lot we can do. And I don't mean my questions to be brash or, uh, you know, that's a word I'm thinking of. Uh, Oversimplified. I just want to make sure we understand what we're dealing with.
Your clarification is no offense to me. Though, I must admit, even I do not have the sharpest of details regarding this infection. I am aware that there are healers who would be far better equipped to discuss the exact
That
nature.
would be beneficial to speak with them once we arrive.
When we arrive, I will take you to Mother Forest. You will examine. You will learn. Hear from our warriors and our medics. Adjust accordingly. And in the end, I do hope you are able to save not just we infected shamblers, but our entire land. Mother Forest has shown signs of becoming infected with this blight. If she cannot be cured in her illness, then the places we have made our homes will no longer be safe to reside in, and our lineages will be unable to share in her embrace, lest she strangle their lives away.
I can certainly understand the severity, and I promise we will do whatever we can to help.
Very well. I look forward to resolving this.
As do I.
Thank you, Metalman. Over the
Correct,
next
if
few
you have
days of
a
travel.
moment, I'd like to.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, Coburn would ask the director if he has a moment to speak privately after this conversation is over, but I didn't know you were gonna keep going, so we can go first.
No, go on. Have your roleplay.
Um,
I don't see why not.
This is very interesting to me. This affliction. I don't know a ton about shambies, but to me it sounds like once they lose their leaves, they can no longer feed off, you know, nature, and instead have resulted to
Yes,
other
they.
beings.
It sounds like they feed just like most other plant life, with a
Mhm.
process called photosynthesis, where they basically take in sunlight and convert it
However,
to usable energy.
once they lose that ability, they seem to eat like most other species, as we don't gather. Something else unaware they are uh, capable of.
Um, Elsie, I didn't roll my medicine check earlier because
I've
I kind
lost
of
all
wanted to get
sound.
a.
Give me a second.
Oh yeah,
Lost all sound.
y'all are kind of
Yeah.
frozen.
It's just zombie that's frozen here.
Yep.
Yeah, weird.
I think
Elsie,
I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. Go on. Medicine?
I didn't roll my medicine check earlier because I kind of wanted to get a bit more information about it before I rolled for it. Can I roll that now?
Yeah, okay, I thought you did, but yes, go for it.
No, I just rolled the nature check.
Yeah, okay.
It's a nat 20.
All right, sure.
Alright.
So that becomes
No,
27.
My
In your
computer said,
time,
"Fuck that, we're not connecting anymore." Weird. Once I opened up more stuff on the internet myself, maybe.
in your time within Dormurund and places that have more nature than Castemia, you are quite aware of the changing of the seasons and the loss of leaves, the chance that they could return. Perhaps if the affliction could be cured, maybe the infected could once again grow leaves. But at the same time, if they truly cave to it, this contagion, they may not exactly have the chance.
With that check, can I get a better feel for whether or not this seems to be coming from more of a like a infestation type thing from some kind of uh, bug, or whether this could be something that may be stemming from a magical origin,
Yeah,
or would I need to roll an additional Arcana check for that?
I'll work with your medicine here, because that's kind of what it's there for. You would be able to tell that it's probably not a matter of like creatures infesting the shambies and chewing on the leaves or things like that. While they do have, contagions like that or, akin to it, this does sound more like something that is fundamentally affecting the creature itself, um, and how it operates, rather than
Yeah.
um, rather than it being auxiliary. Um,
So ultimately, it does not sound like it is coming from any kind of foreign infestation of some kind of bug.
there,
So,
there is the fact that it could be magical in nature. There are different
okay,
types of contagions. There are
yeah.
diseases, and there are magical contagions. And there's, things like allergies and whatnot that exist, sure. There's numerous reasons that shambies could be losing their leaves, but the one identified as autumn blight, you feel pretty confident you'll probably need to examine yourself and test to see if it is magical or mundane.
Yeah. I have one more question for Thorn. So obviously I am not keenly accustomed to your people's physiology. But in the vein of humanoids, typically when they have some form of infection, their body begins to basically overheat and create a fever-ish condition to try to fight off this infection. How does your species do something similar, or do they do anything similar when it comes to a foreign body or of some kind that has infected?
I cannot say I am the best person to discuss this matter with, for there are people more specialized in healing than myself. But my understanding typically is that on a smaller scale, we may lose our leaves to try to stop the infection from growing. But
So possibly a similarity to a compartmentalization of sorts to basically prevent the spread. That makes sense.
I reckon, though again, I am not the most well versed in this particular situation.
I think it might be best to see it for ourselves. This was a good conversation, but
That
we
is
might
the
shed more
next.
light.
That is the next step.
Indeed.
Well, let us get some medicinal tools, and then we will be on our way.
Very well. Cutting to your time in Coastal City, after your arrival via whatever means, transferring out from Stemberg onto train or carriage or any mixture therein, you would eventually end up in a city that a lot of things happened in. As a matter of fact, Coburn, you have a place here.
It does.
But seemingly so does Director. Are you attempting to head straight to the place you're looking for, Director, or do you wish to...
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he is not intending to dawdle.
To that end, does Director remember his way there, or are you going to have to figure out traversing the city?
It has been 5 years since he has been here. So, I would assume...
Coburn could probably assist on that.
I would assume Director's memory is probably very good. Would be my assumption.
Safe bet. In that case, intellectually, I would say a history check to sort of rummage back through your memory banks and plot a course through the city would be due if Coburn is capable of helping with that. If not, survival
You
would
can
also
provide
work.
guidance in multiple ways.
Guidance is
I
good.
will use it.
Guidance and assist.
To make sure we don't get bugged.
D4. That is a 15 after guidance.
15. Okay. As you are making your way within Coastal City, navigating the streets, you find yourselves by the radiant border of Castemia, which Coastal City is sort of built up against. Not the closest, to be fair. There's still probably a good few miles just in case there's any weird shenanigans that happen with it. But nearby enough. As you're making your way closer through the city to your intended destination of Director's Abode, Cassian, your ring that you took, where did you put it?
I mean, that probably would have been wearing it. As he saw everyone else put it on there. It's their middle finger, right?
It
Mom in the head.
technically, if you would have taken the time to look amongst the various individuals there, some of them had these rings, some of them didn't. Those that did seem to have them in different places, and if you'd like to make a insight check, then I would see if you could determine who put what where.
Insight. That's a 4.
No idea. Just seems like people wear them how they want.
Okay, he'd probably not put it on his ring finger then, but probably the finger right to the left of that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, you'd be wearing it.
As you make your way through the city, it's a bit imperceptible at first, but that ring on your finger lets out a little glow. The other ones, not so much. Although at one point, your brother Vulcan would see his ring light up for approximately 10 minutes and then seemingly just stop.
Would Cassian know what that means at all?
That is a good question.
Is
me, the
Thorn
player, knows what
having
that
any
means,
reaction
but-
to this?
Hey,
Is what?
guys, how do you turn on your nightlight?
Also, is Thorn reacting to this at all either?
Yeah, Brittlethorn probably would not be noticing everything. You get the sense she's probably distracted with wandering through the city and all the weird looks that she's getting as this plant creature, but also just, just a bit concerned about back home and the amount of time this is taking and everything she has to worry about.
Would Cassian know what the ring glowing means?
If it was said earlier in the session, yes. If not, Arcana check. Or religion would do, I guess.
If you know how to
Arcana
use the
is
ring, wouldn't it be fair to
pretty
assume
obvious.
that you know what the glowing means?
Well, the ring isn't what he used to close the breach.
True.
Oh, this is a different ring.
Well,
Nope.
this is that ring, but he didn't use that ring to close the breach.
Probably would have seen it light up earlier then if that were.
Yeah.
They all would have lit up on your hands.
Can I say that because he saw it lit up then? Can I roll with advantage?
Sure. I'll give you advantage.
Guidance.
Good call.
There's going to be so much guidance cast.
Hey, you have it. Might as well.
Like if I don't say it, people are gonna forget. So I'm gonna start yelling it every fucking roll.
Nah, it's good. Also, I love the
That would
background that
be
you have there.
a 22.
22, huh? Yeah, you're able to piece together. Pretty smart guy. All of these things lit up whenever the weird, fucky space bending thing started. And they seem to be doing it again. But not all of them are doing it. Mainly the one on your hand, which is a little weird. And the one on your brother's was a little brighter. Heard a little shouting from nearby. But then it seemed to resolve. Unfortunately, it was not in director's path. So
Interesting. If I recall correctly, he's saying this to mainly the group, but also Thorn, Bright Thorn. That means a breach is nearby, correct? And he kind of holds out his hand.
Take it.
Brittlethorn is sort of dismissively like, yeah, probably, or not necessarily, I guess. I don't, just like very much lost in thought.
Yeah, fair enough.
The dice speaketh in funny ways.
I like your words, Magic Man.
I like your funny
Like,
words,
funny
man.
words, Magic Man.
Yeah, I was looking at the Goliath in the corner that's staring at her like she's a salad.
Oh,
Not the salad.
everybody get tossed.
Whoa. Wow.
All right, director. You are eventually able to make it to the place you have been seeking.
Woohoo.
The clinic. As you check out this place, it's probably not been touched in 5 years. So
Yeah.
it's pretty well locked up and everything. However, it's probably got some cobwebs and the like. The director have the keys.
He would have had one of the keys, yeah. Yeah, his
Alright.
creator would have given him one of the keys before he left on his journey. Because that is where his creator told him to go, so.
Alright. You're able to unlock the front gate, front door. There would be probably a modron of some sort within this space that would seemingly be powered down in front of you. Another artificial construct sort of waiting as a receptionist for a time that's not yet arrived. So you look around the rest of the place. Pretty barren.
Yeah, there's probably not a whole lot here, but there's just enough that he would be able to use and take with him. And it would mainly be base materials to use for medicinal crafting. It wouldn't be like pre-made medicines. It would be the stuff to take for crafting medications, because those medications would have obviously expired in 5 years. So
Looking around the place, you would have to navigate to the area where that would be stored. That you're in this sort of front room right now, but you have to actually step back to where operations and stuff would go as one area, but crafting of medication is probably another. Either way, sterile
Yeah.
environments.
The only other thing he would be looking for outside of that is maybe another spell scroll or two of sleep, as well. Something to help him, in the likely very arduous, uh, encounters that are to come. So,
Okay. To that end, there would be basically two doors. There's the one to where, surgeries and, amputations and, medical procedures would take place. And there would
Yeah.
be another which is more, where you go to talk and maybe get prescribed medication and stuff like that. Among those two doors, there is a thudding behind one in this otherwise seemingly barren place. The door itself seems to thud, thud, thud.
what can I roll an insight check or an investigation check to see if I can get a better understanding of what this thudding sounds like? Like what kind of footsteps this sounds like?
Yeah, absolutely.
Guidance.
Just tell me which one you're rolling.
I'm gonna do investigation.
Okay.
The one with guidance.
Nice, that was a 4 on the guidance. So that's 15, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you
Nice.
listen into the patterns, it's not so much the sounds of like someone walking. It's very clearly the door sort of rattling back and forth. But it's also not happening in a way that somebody would be trying to like shake their way out of it. Possibly. But you think you would hear other signs if that were the case.
And which room is this for?
That is the one to where people would go for diagnosis.
Okay. So the regular clinic side.
Yep.
What do I have? I'm gonna prep a casting of sleep and be ready to cast it if there's something on the other side of this door.
All right.
And then
You
once I have that readied, I'm going to open the door.
Okay. Is anyone else readying anything before this door opening?
Yeah, I think I'd be readying Sorcerer's Burst.
Okay.
I've learned my lesson about reading spells that I'm not ready to use. I'll pick a cantrip then. Yeah, so that's exactly where I was going. I would like to ready.
Keep it in mind.
A
I'm
toll to death.
going to turn up the pressure on my arm right above the shoulder. 120 psi of force.
All right.
Keston's hand kind of goes to underneath his coat.
Director, as you open the door, that is when the handle turns, it's like a release of pressure as the door flies open and you are all dragged forward towards a large hole in reality to what looks like a bottomless pit of air. And that's where we're going to pick up our next session.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh man.
So there is a breeze.
No
We've got
wonder
a-
it was falling.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Reaction
Alright.
feather fall.
That would be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying that on stream now and recording so that way when we pick up next time it is stated and can't be taken back.
I'm gonna say it's a 5-10 foot pull, so just before anything gets too crazy. But enough of a cliffhanger.
Well, all right then.
Okay. Well, that was a solid stream. I think things went well there.
That was good.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of the
That was
RP.
good.
I thought that was really
Yeah.
it was quite enjoyable.
Yeah, that was good. That was fun.
I'm glad. We're only a
There's
couple
two
minutes
real
over.
metal men here.
Fair and valid. I
Don't know
love
about y'all,
the
but your boy needs to go to sleep. Your
love
boy's
the
got
Yeah.
work in the morning.
glasses.
Your boys out there working over
Your
it.
boy's actually off tomorrow, which is nice.
Your
but-
boys left this
Nice.
Same.
I'm happy for y'all.
Bang.
Oh,
I
I have
gotta
work
work until
tomorrow
10, so
too.
really-
Yay. But I'm gonna go ahead and do these pieces first before anything else.
Yeah, there's like 6 pieces you gotta get done.
From
But yeah,
today,
It's
because
like
There's like 4.
Between-
There's 3.
yeah.
To, 3 today.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3. 4 today, and whatever happened in the last 2 streams.
Make
5.
that
I think there were 9
5.
from the
5.
previous streams because there was 4 on one day and then 5 on the next. So another 4 here. Oh, I make it 5.
Yeah, make it 5.
So grand total of
Yeah.
14 pieces.
Jeffy, did you see my text to you?
Oh no.
It's a reply to one of your messages.
Great stuff. I
Where?
had a lot of fun with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end the recording here, but we'll keep the stream
Okay.
going.